Hi everyone, welcome to On the Other Hand. I'm Ariane Zurcher and I want to do an update on another video which covered how to use a magnetic closure. I'm going to put that video link in the upper right hand corner so you can look at it. But what I found that happened was that my magnets actually escaped. I had made a little fusible pocket, and over time, not much time because I only did it about a week ago, it broke free. So I did a workaround and I'm going to show you what I did. It's really easy. Don't forget to hit the like button, click on that subscribe button, email notifications, you click on the little bell that pops up when you subscribe. And I love hearing from you, so leave me comments in the comments section. I'm going to show you now a close-up of what I did to solve that problem of escaping magnets. For those of you who are accomplished craft people and have been using magnet closures constantly, weigh in and tell me how you affix your magnet so that it, after multiple closings and openings, it stays and doesn't escape from whatever method you've used. So let's have a look. Okay, so here's my needle roll, and this is the one that I did with a magnet closure, and this is what I've done. I took my magnet and I did little French knots. First I did a running stitch all the way around, and then I decided to do French knots. And this is what it looks like on the other side. I hid the ends by pulling them down and then pulling the thread out, and then I clipped the thread, and then I went like this, and the thread is in here somewhere. For the other side, I didn't want this to necessarily show. So what I did, you can see the little marks. It actually goes around like this. I used a silken pearl, by the way, which is this one, Pearled Blues, my silken pearl, which matched my hand-dyed wool beautifully. This is Jason Spargo, Sue's son. He does these beautiful hand dyes, and he did this sky blue, which I used for this. What I did on this side was I just did a little prick with my needle, and on this side I did my French knots. So that's what mine looks like. You can see it, obviously, and you can certainly see it here, but this isn't bothering me, and this definitely doesn't bother me. I mean, if I didn't point to it, would you even notice, you know? That's that. Now, I want to mention one other thing. And I'm going to do this for the next needle roll that I design. I find that when you roll it, if the needle label side is the exact same size as your outer piece, it tends to do this. It kind of buckles. So the way I'm going to experiment with this is by making this inside piece 1/8 of an inch on the long side. So this side and this side 1/8 of an inch shorter, so that it's really pulled taut. I'm going to ease that tension in on my length, but I'm going to make this 1/8 of an inch and see if that makes a difference. Maybe it won't. Maybe it needs more than 1/8 of an inch. I don't know, but I'll keep you updated. For those of you who already know this and have been doing this, tell me how much you've shortened yours inside. But I have noticed that it would be better if this inside needle label side was a little bit shorter. So as I said, I'm going to try to do 1/8 of an inch on both ends and see what happens. I'm quite pleased with this magnet, though. I do have a larger magnet, and I'm going to try this one next, which is this size. And I thought, well, this would be sort of perfect if it was placed as the center of a flower, and then you could stitch, if the wool came over this, and then you'd stitch it with, some sort of, but you made this your center, and then you could do the same thing I did, French knots going through both fabrics. I don't know. I'm playing with this idea, but I like how, that's really, really strong. These are 1.5 inches round. So I'm going to try that for my next one. I hope this was helpful. If you've already done your magnet, I'm hoping you knew to do something stitching. I didn't. Like I said, when I did this, I'm not familiar with fusibles, so I really didn't know how strong they were or how not very strong, as it turns out, they are. And the magnet was able to escape from my little fusible pocket that I made. I hope you found this helpful. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to click on that like button and subscribe. Click on the bell for email notifications. Leave me comments in the comment section. Don't forget to check out the descriptions where I'll leave the magnets that I used and links in the description section. Until next time, here's to stitching together.